Just a quick one, guys, before we get into today's video. We have released our brand new summer drop that includes some new and exciting designs, including our Arne Slot t-shirt, European Royalty t-shirt, Trophy Wall tee and others. We've also introduced jumpers to our store. Do browse the new collection by going down into the link in the description or head into copyclothing.com. Anyway, let's get into today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, guys. Hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Guys, in today's video, as always, here to bring you up to date with all of the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. That includes today's headline. It does seem as though we could complete two deals very soon after recent reveals. We'll discuss that, of course, in depth a bit later on, but players are starting to return in their drips and dabs, and we have a champion amongst us. Yes, Liverpool were boosted by the return of Alexis Mac Allister on the final leg of their pre-season tour of the United States, with the midfielder cutting short his holiday. It was widely expected that the remainder of the Liverpool summer internationals would rejoin the squad for pre-season upon their return to Merseyside next week. But Alexis has already reported to duty in Columbia, South Carolina, ahead of Saturday's final friendly of the tour against Manchester United. The 25-year-old was greeted by his teammates at the team hotel on Friday and immediately got to work in training. After landing around lunchtime, the Reds warmed up in the gym before enjoying another outdoor session at the University of South Carolina. Mac Allister was involved throughout, including ball work, as he looks to get back up to speed after 2.5 weeks off. All Liverpool's internationals were permitted at least 3 weeks off following the end of their time at the Euros or Copa America, with 7 others yet to return. But after winning the Copa America with Argentina, Mac Allister cut short his holiday to prepare for the new campaign under the new coach. He stands to figure prominently under Arne Slot, and he arguably suits all three roles in the Dutchman's midfield setup. Having shown he is capable of operating as a progressive number 6 for Liverpool and Argentina, he could serve as both the deepest sitting midfielder under Slot, but he could also operate as a number 8 who sits alongside the defensive midfielder when required, or the number 10 with the license to create forward. Though Mac Allister is unlikely to feature against Manchester United tonight, he can be expected to restart as the Reds prepare for a double-header at Anfield on their return. Liverpool have announced an additional behind closed door friendly on August 11th for the clash of Las Palmas kick-off following the meeting with Seville at the same venue. So there you go. Mac Allister, a keen bean to get started with the rest of the team. I love when players are like that. Sometimes just cutting their holiday short just to get back with the team nice and early. Mac Allister, of course, linking up with the rest of the boys, and stated probably not going to be featuring in the game against Manchester United. Of course, we are playing them tomorrow morning, or tonight, basically. 1:30, 12:30, 1:30 a.m. I can't remember which time it was, but either way, it's tonight. And Arne Slot has basically named his strongest possible side for each of Liverpool's pre-season friendlies so far. But the clash with Manchester United might finally present a tough choice. The Reds will close out their tour of the United States with a friendly against Manchester United in Colombia after the wins over Real Betis and Arsenal. And basically, we're just going to go through the potential starting 11. Kelleher should probably keep his place alongside Connor Bradley, Jarell Quansah and Costa Tsimikas in defence, with Ibrahim Konate back with the squad after his post-season break. However, sticking with Sepp van der Berg from the start could be an indication of Slot's plan for the young Dutchman. Slot has already confirmed that Konate and Ryan Gravenberch will both be given 45 minutes on Saturday night, but given the momentum of his side, it seems more likely they will do as half-time substitutes. If fit, trio of Dominic Szoboszlai, Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott can be expected to be retained in the midfield. Mo Salah, Fabio Carvalho and Diogo Jota will almost certainly continue in the attack too. The head coach will likely continue to shuffle his pack throughout the game, particularly as the likes of Trey Anyoni, Ben Doak, Harvey Blair and Lucas Stevenson have impressed and deserved the opportunity. But while it may only be a friendly, his decision over Konate or Van der Berg could serve as a small hint as his plans for the campaign proper. As it stands, Quansah appears likely to partner Virgil van Dijk at centre-back but in the campaign opener at Ipswich, but despite attracting interest in a move, the chances of Van der Berg staying as a part of the squad seems to be more increasing. exciting. So yes, live of course on LFC TV tonight. We will be doing a deep dive, or we'll be up for it to do a deep dive for Panenka. So do stay tuned for our sister channel's analysis. But anyway, enough about the sort of admin stuff, guys. Let's get into some transfer news. Now, there has been a further update with regards to one of the stories we brought to you yesterday with regards to Owen Beck, and Sky Sports have basically stated that Celtic could enter negotiations over pursuing the 21-year-old services, and it does seem as though Liverpool want to sanction a permanent exit, and we've been quoted that this deal could be concluded over the next week, according to Sky Sports, with Celtic and QPR both looking to try and make a deal happen, with Celtic potentially going over a more of a permanent offer, and then the QPR more going in for a sort of temporary one. So Celtic, if they can match the price, will probably be his likely destination. Following that, guys, a second deal could be struck, as we haven't had another update, and that's that Liverpool are claimed to be open to offers for Joe Gomez after negotiating a £45 million move to Newcastle that broke down earlier this summer. Gomez was not expected to be among those to push for the exit after Jurgen Klopp's departure, but his future has now come into question. It has emerged that Liverpool weren't willing to include the number 2 in a deal with Newcastle, which would have seen him head to St James's Park for £45 million, while Anthony Gordon moved the other way for £75 million. The Athletic's James Pearce reports that Newcastle was so advanced over the proposed transfer that payment terms were even discussed. He explains that the tentative inquiries were made to the England camp to arrange a medical during the Euros, with Gomez having made it clear he would be open to joining the Magpies. The agreement collapsed as Newcastle found out other solutions before the Premier League PSR deadline day, but it has been uncovered the situation around Gomez. And now, according to Sky Sports, Liverpool are open to offers for the 27-year-old, though both he and Pearce insist that the club would be more than happy to keep him. His versatility is held up as a major positive for Arne Slot, who is yet to hold talks with Gomez over his future, but the player himself is attracted to Newcastle as he's being offered a regular role at centre-back. Financially, they know what he's worth and a certain value, and if a club comes in with a bid that values, they will be willing to do business. The value appears to be around £45 million, though it remains to be seen if any clubs would be interested in a deal at that price. Gomez is likely to be behind both Jarell Quansah and Ibrahima Konate in the pecking order as partners to Virgil van Dijk, while Sepp van der Berg has impressed during pre-season and could stay. There is no indication that they will part ways with Costa Tsimikas, while Trent Alexander-Arnold, Andy Robertson and Conor Bradley are firmly settled options at fullback. It is feasible that Gomez would head into the new season under Slot as a utility player again. However, Sky Sports seem to think that a deal could be done before the end of the transfer window. So 2 deals there that could potentially be done this transfer window with regards to Liverpool. Yes, on the exit side, but of course Miguel Delaney came out stating yesterday for the next sort of 9 days we'll start to see our first potential incomings coming in through the door. So there's going to be a lot of moving parts, outgoings and incomings over the next sort of 10, 14 days before the start of the season. But it is all very much getting very real. Liverpool fans, celebrate your thoughts on the deals that could be done for Owen Beck and Joe Gomez, which would be sad to see both of them go if they were to go. And do let me know your thoughts on the Manchester United game. What's your score predictions for that one down there in the comment section below? That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. And make sure you do check out our summer collection. Link is down in the description, or go to cobwhiteclothing.com. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.